out to them, and then obviously our coaches who we get to see on Saturdays, they do a great job as well.
Julian is going to break a record this year that's kind of impressive to me at least. Career starts, consecutive, and all that stuff. As an offensive lineman, him being, and you're right there close to him, how tough is that? I mean, what's how tough would it be to start at 49, whatever it's going to be?
That's what it is. Well, that's really impressive.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough nut. That's really impressive. I mean, he's a really good player, but also the durability, I did not know that. That's really impressive. It's hard as an O-lineman. I know that when Joe Thomas had his crazy start streak with the Browns, it was really impressive because, those guys take so much abuse every Saturday. Every day they're putting their bodies and heads into someone, so that's really impressive, and credit goes to him. And then everyone around him, like I said, the training staff doing a great job when we do get banged up. When he does get banged up, getting us back out there as fast as possible. So,
Coach Campbell said, I don't know if there's a conversation, but he said that they kind of, maybe he talked to you about like how your early stretch of the season and said, hey, can challenge you now, can you sustain that for a full season? Did you have a conversation about that or after the season, or how did that go?
you mean like for me personally? For like the season?
Yeah, he just talked about like how he showed you maybe your early, how good you were right at the beginning. Not that you weren't good later, but like said, hey, can now we can do this for 12 games?
Yeah, I think we preach consistency a lot, and I don't remember a single conversation, but we talked about that a lot as a team. It doesn't matter what you do in one game; it's about the whole body of work. Obviously, we started off okay. I think we're 2-2, so that's not good enough, and we just had to keep plugging along. And then for me personally, it's just about doing what I can do for the team. And so in the first couple games, I know I had more success than I had last year, but it still wasn't enough to get the win. So that's what really matters in the end. So just got to kept going back, watching the film, and trying to get better for the team.
You guys ran a lot of 13 personnel on Saturday too.
Yeah, that was sweet.
That was awesome. How do you feel like you've evolved as a position room over the season, but especially the last few weeks when you have been going, you three big guys a lot more?
Yeah, it's always cool for us when we get out there together. Always think it's fun, but I think a lot of it has to do with just matchups, what the coaches see from week to week. They do a great job of manipulating the game plan based on what the defense is good and bad at, and I think that has a lot to do with it. I think we had some good success in that. I don't know the exact numbers, but it felt good when we were out there, and so I think that's a big play in it. And then from our perspective, we just want to do everything we can as a room to make sure that when they need us, that we can provide. And so that's what we're trying to do. But obviously, it's really cool when we can get out there together. It's really fun.
At what point did you know all three of you were going to start the game? Was it just when they called the first play that needs 13 personnel? Or?
Yep, I knew about 30 seconds before they started that we were going to be in 13 personnel.
Now, what's Manning brought over from this stuff with the Colts?
He's a great coach. I liked him a lot when he was here 2 years ago. I'm sad to see him go. Happy to see him come back. And he's doing a great job. He's aggressive, calling a good game plan. And I think one thing that he said the same thing is we're blessed to have great coaches all through the offensive staff and the whole staff in general. But, he's doing a great job, really opening it up. He's doing a good job.
Do you guys watch clips of the,
of football?
Of the Colts?
Yeah. We watch stuff more in the off season. We try to delve in. Get a little more, you have more time. You can get a little more technique in. So we'll go back and try to watch different stuff from the NFL or other college teams. But in this season, you get pretty preoccupied. So we mostly focus on the teams we're playing.
Riley, what's the example that the senior class set mean to you as one of the younger guys in the program?
This group's amazing. I remember, so when I came in, most of these guys were redshirt sophomores, and I remember they didn't feel like they're much older than me. And then now seeing that they're seniors, especially the guys I interact with so much, obviously my brother, but then, Meeker and Julian on the line, and Shante and Pat and Sheldon and Olsen and Nips and everyone. It's just the leadership that they set every single day. A lot of them are quiet, so a lot of it's just lead by example. It's really amazing. It's taught me a lot about resilience when we were 2-2, when we lost 2 in a row late in the season. It just taught me to just keep plugging, and I look up to those guys a lot. They do a great job. Hopefully, my class can be like that someday.